All right, let me ask you a question. If you had to choose between buying your dream home or your first investment property, which one do you think would build your wealth faster? And it's not just a question, it's the exact dilemma many people in Ottawa face today. With the average home prices ranging between $630,000 and $730,000, depending on the calculation, yet rents remain firm between $2,200 and $2,400 a month, that gap creates real confusion. So stick with me for the next couple of minutes and I'll walk you through both paths, the risks, the rewards, and the hesitations most people overlook. And by the end, you'll understand which option aligns with your goals specifically. And as a reminder, yes, I'm a realtor here in Ottawa, but I am also a licensed exempt market dealer representative, which means I have access and I can facilitate private market opportunities or private investments through real estate. So I do have some experience on both the real estate and on the investment side. So let's tackle this question. Let's go. Every week, someone will ask me, should I buy a home to live in it first, or should I buy an income property? And it really is more than a financial decision. It's a mindset choice. Ottawa has seen modest price growth, about 4.8% year over year, and inventory hovering around 2.4 months, suggesting a balanced and stable market. That means there's no frenzy in the market today. But even in a stable market, your first purchase matters a lot. And here's what's hanging in the balance: lifestyle versus leverage, emotional comfort versus long-term income. Let's unpack why so many people feel torn and what really lies between those hesitations. All right, let's talk about buying your primary home first. Choosing to buy your home first feels logical. It's emotional security, pride of ownership, and a sense of performance, especially if you plan on staying in Ottawa for the next 5+ years. Detached homes are averaging around $700,000, townhouses around $450,000, and condos hovering roughly around $400,000. That still feels accessible compared to cities like Toronto and Vancouver. And you build equity through mortgage amortization, potentially benefiting from appreciation and gain housing stability. But here's the hesitation people don't always voice. You're locking up most of your capital and borrowing power into a property that doesn't produce income. That limits your liquidity, your flexibility, and may make qualifying for future investments more difficult under today's tight lending rules. And here's a perspective many miss. Delayed investing can cost you decades of compounding rental income. Money your primary home just can't deliver. Now, imagine instead starting with an investment property. That path often triggers hesitations. There's tenant management, there's possible vacancy, there's maintenance headaches, and so on, and it can feel kind of risky and even intimidating. Yet, Ottawa's fundamentals support this strategy. Purpose-built rental vacancy is around 2.6%, while condo rental vacancy sits near 1.2% or lower. Meanwhile, the average rent for a newly built two-bedroom is north of $2,400 a month, and renewals are up about 2.2%. And new tenants saw turnover increases of nearly 24%. That means strong rental income potential, especially near O-train expansions or growing areas like Riverside South, where demand is rising fast. Your first investment can serve double duty. It produces monthly income, it builds equity, and makes your next home purchase stronger financially from day one. All right, so let's just get real with all of it. Here's why so many people get pulled between these two paths. First, why the home first buyers hesitate. Well, of course, there's the affordability pressure. Even with family income, saving for a down payment while managing rising rents feels pretty tough, and stress testing may prevent investment eligibility later. And of course, there's also the risk aversion. It's emotionally safer, but financially slower. And of course, there's also the unforeseen costs. You're sacrificing cash flow and compounding that incomes others might be earning off their first investment. And on the other side, why the investment first buyers are hesitating. On that side, there's landlord fear. Tenant issues, vacancies. Nearly half of the landlords report that their rental income doesn't cover their expenses. So there's a perceived risk there. And of course, there's market conditions. Some worry that new institutional investors dampening resale value or regulatory friction. And of course, the complexity anxiety, property management and HOA rules that can look daunting. Yet when viewed through Ottawa's current numbers, there's steady sales, there's balanced inventory, there's strong rental demand, and many of these fears are manageable or even overblown. Okay, so let me crystallize why Ottawa leans in favor of investment first for a lot of people. The rental versus price gap. The average condo price dropped approximately 3.6% year over year to about $404,000, while rent stayed firm at approximately $2,240 a month. That creates unmet demand, and renters are still chasing shelter. And of course, there's the balanced affordability. With 2.4 months of inventory and a sales to new listings ratio of about 50%, buyers aren't competing in bidding wars, but ideal investment deals are still out there. And pipeline adjusting? Well, we saw nearly 3,700 new rental units in 2024, but starts dropped approximately 20% in 2024 and into 2025. That suggests future rental supply tightening. So early investors lock in now and they could benefit later. That's a window of opportunity, not a guarantee, but a strategic edge for those that are ready. All right, so here's how I think about the decision in Ottawa terms. If you're planning to live here for 5+ years, well, you want to prioritize simplicity, emotional space, and lifestyle ease, well, home first can be the smart path. And if you're financially ready, you value creating cash flow, and you want to accelerate wealth growth, well, then investment first can be the growth path. But the myth that you must live in a home first to qualify for a mortgage is more myth than rule. But done right, an investment can help you qualify more strongly for your future primary home. All right, so here's my professional take. In Ottawa's current market, which is slow to moderate price growth, there's tight rental demand and balanced inventory, the investment first offers a real advantage for buyers who want to build smart. But that doesn't mean giving up on your dream home. It means using the income and the equity from your rental to step into it later, stronger and more prepared and less stressed. All right, so there you go. If you're weighing these paths and you're feeling stuck, just reach out. I help Ottawa buyers craft personalized wealth strategies, not just one-off transactions. And like I've said off the top, yes, I'm a realtor here in Ottawa, but I am also a licensed exempt market dealer representative. And I have access to investment type properties. So I see this kind of thing all the time. If you want to talk strategy and you want to talk options, reach out to me. I'll let you know what's available on the market, both on the real estate side, both residential and the commercial side, as well as on the investment side. So I'll leave it up to you. Reach out. Let's have a cup of coffee. Let's sit down and let's discuss your plans. I say it all the time. Let's take our time and let's build a wealth strategy that you're proud to implement. So there you go, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you enjoyed it. I look forward to putting these videos together. And until the next video, take care, stay smart, stay invested. I'll see you in the next one. Hey, I hope you enjoyed that video. Now, whether you're planning a move or you're looking for the right investment here in Ottawa, I'm here to help you make a smart, confident real estate decision. And I work by referral, so my business depends on how well I serve you. And think about it, if you're not thrilled with the experience, you simply wouldn't recommend me. And that's why I go above and beyond to deliver the results that exceed expectations. So if that sounds like the kind of relationship you're looking for, give me a call. You've got my contact details. Let's schedule a quick call. No pressure, no obligations whatsoever. Let's talk about your next chapter, and I hope I can help, and we'll see you on the next one.